Would you think it's good value for money? Sound is really good. It's a personal thing, just like the shape of the earphone, which one suits you better. The noise cancelling settings, which is really good. Nice rich recording, yeah, cool. Well guys, welcome to Tozo. Who is Tozo, you might think? Well, I was wondering about that myself. They're actually a very big company and they've got dozens of different types of earphones, all kinds of things. These are the NC3 and the NC9 earphones, which we've been sent to have a look at. Basically they're the same thing, except they're a different shape. This one is like the in-ear one, and the NC3 is your classic style like this, kind of hangs down. Something like that. What do you think of my ears? They basically come in a similar box, similar size, which is pretty cool, I guess. It's quite slim line, which I enjoy that because you can fit it in your pocket easier. It's not too bulky like some of the square ones. That's pretty cool to carry them around with. They've both got little screens on the front, which gives you a reading, left and right, how full each earphone is, which is quite important. And the number in the middle is how much charge your little box has left on it. I ran it empty, I tried it. Ran them completely flat. I think the person who did the sound for this is a Tron fan, maybe. Quite funny little jingle that it plays when it's about 30 or 20%. It starts giving you a warning and then it cuts out. The right hand one cut out before the left hand one. Here we don't have any buttons or anything. But if you tap the side, it works. It's not haptic or anything, but you get a result, you get a response. Obviously the same thing, tap once to pause or play, hold it in for the volume. Pretty standard stuff. So run them out completely, it took about 8 hours. Now we're going to chuck them in here, see how long it takes to charge them. And the one thing I haven't found here is a left or a right, but I suppose there's only one way to go. And there you go, you can see that completely empty, and we're going to see how long it takes for them to charge up. Which is pretty long. I mean, you're not going to be watching for 8 hours in a row. As soon as you stop watching for a minute, put it in the box and it charges while you're doing something else. I think the longest application you could use it for is probably an airline flight from London to LA or something, or Singapore to Germany, who knows. That's quite a long flight. Guys in New Zealand will know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe then you'll need it for longer if you want to watch a couple of movies, or you're going to watch them all in a row for the whole time. Maybe not, so 8 hours to me is quite long. Recharge from zero, from nothing, in about 40 minutes, under an hour anyway, easily. So from completely empty to charged up. Yeah, fully charged there. So now it's on 24%, the box is anyway, which is not too bad. And then you can recharge your little box with a USB-C, and that takes about, I think 2 hours, or maybe 2.5. I wasn't exactly sure on that. It's not a big deal, just plug it in overnight and you're ready to go. And this thing, this little box, I'm sure it will last for at least 4 or 5 days before you need to recharge again. But also crucially, these are called NC, and that's just not for nothing. That's for noise cancelling. And I was wondering what that means, and that means it kind of blocks out ambient noise around you and only focus on what you're listening to. So I tried that a few times, and you can adjust that in your app as well on your phone. So now we've connected the NC9s just for demonstration while the NC3s are charging. What you do get is different modes here on the home screen, which is really cool. And it does change the volume of everything you do. So noise cancellation sounds a little bit like those little foam earplugs that you put in your ears, especially if you go to the shooting range or something, that protect your ears. It gives a fuller, denser sound, which does remove the noise in the background, and it gives you a nice deep bass sound as well. Then you can change the option to transparency mode, which is basically, it lets in a lot of the ambient noise outside, so you're more aware of it. Let's say you're on a bicycle and you need to be aware of cars coming up behind you or beside you. Wind noise, similar thing. It's quite a full, nice sound, as is leisure mode, and you can even do your own custom pattern, which means balancing left and right. If you have more hearing in your left ear, it will balance it more to the right. If you want, you can do that yourself. And there's a huge amount of range in the equalizer, from classical music to rock, electronic, all of that stuff. Amazing array, which is quite varying. A lot of these apps don't have that much of variance in the equalizer settings. This one does. Very good sound. I like the NC3s because of the shape of the earpiece. Kind of sits there. It's got these little things, these little plastic inserts, quite soft. A lot of different sizes. I think there's half a dozen of them, or maybe at least 5 in the box. Comes in the set, which is quite cool. So it'll cater for any ear size if it's comfortable or not. It's basically plug and play, because if you stop the Bluetooth on your phone or your tab or your laptop, this thing goes back into pairing mode as soon as you remove it from the box, which is pretty cool, after about 5 or 10 seconds. I hope the wind noise isn't too much here. So you can pair it with something else again, which is quite cool, or share it with another phone or whatever you need to do with that. That's pretty handy as well. It's not this awkward pairing mode stuff. What you do see here, there's no real button on there, but that little flat surface there, if you tap it, or the other one on the left, that actually has a function. Same as any old earphone, I guess. It's basically, if you tap it once, it pauses whatever you're listening to. Tap it again, it plays. If you tap the left one, it goes to noise cancelling or transparent mode, which is pretty cool. It's quite handy if you're driving in the landy. It's very noisy. You want to have the noise cancelling, but you'd also like to know if the policeman's behind you, for instance. I like the way it's done. I like the little box. Nice shape, not too big. Fits in your pocket, like I said. It's got the little readout on the front. Some people think, oh, that's not really necessary. I kind of like it. A little added touch. You can read it out instantly on the screen. Would you think it's good value for money? I think so. The sound is really good. It's a personal thing, just like the shape of the earphone. Which one suits you better? If you want it in the ear, or one of those longer ones, or any other shape, big ones they're good as well. Personal thing. I think it lasts long enough on the battery. It charges very quickly anyway, so that's not a big deal. Pairs very quickly, which is nice. Goes back to pairing mode, and there you go. If you're interested, there's a link below. It's just a link to where they can get hold of them. I think it's Amazon or something, and then you can have a look at those as well. So there you go, Tozo. Yeah, I've tried to wear them out, which I have. I've charged them up, which I have. I've tried the equalizer settings, the noise cancelling settings, which is really good. Nice rich, full, deep bass come through, and transparent. That bass goes away and you can hear what's going around you a little bit more. Go check them out. Tozo. Thanks for Tozo for sending these out so we can have a quick look at them. Hope this helps you in your decision. There are so many types of earphones out there these days. Basically, it's a personal choice. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has been informative. Yeah, go out and get yourself a bit of music and a couple of these bad boys, and have a good day with that. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Keep rolling.